Alright, Starsector. Remember we had a campaign that I was playing? I'm back. I want to finish this. It's been sitting. I've been a little bit... I'll like, tell the truth, I'm totally overwhelmed by this game. And it takes a lot of mental energy for me to sit down to actually go and record it. But I think we're doing okay. I was just having a quick look. The first thing I noticed is that our executive officer, Thomas Delaney here, has a skill point to spend. And there's a skill here called Low Grade Deployment, which gives all of our ships a minus 30% supplies used per combat deployment buff, and they get plus 20% repair rate outside of combat. This seems like an insanely powerful buff. Other stuff I can get here is plus 1 maximum burn level, plus 20% maneuverability for the fleet outside of combat. There's minus 25% detected at range, which means we can sneak up on people, and plus 3 to burn level, at which the fleet is considered moving slowly. That's interesting. Then there's more cargo and fuel capacity, which also sounds quite good. There is bonuses for frigates and ground stuff. All ships in the fleet get plus 20% ammunition capacity for non-missile weapons use ammunition, and plus 20% ammunition recharge rate for non-missile weapons use ammunition. And then we've got Steadfast, which is plus 5% max combat readiness, plus 20% weapon and engine repair speed, and minus 30% weapon and engine damage taken. These all sound very good, but this low-grade deployment seems insane, so I'm just going to grab that before we do anything else. Now, I was looking at the fleet before I started to record, and we've obviously got the ISS Asteria, which is our current... it's our current flagship. It's a Q ship, which means it's a rebuilt or modified civilian vessel, kind of upgraded for military use. It's not a true military ship. It's pretty good. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it drains shields. We have a motley collection of frigates. We have a few storage ships. We've got the Night Snacker, which is a salvage ship. We've got the little Pocket, which is a cargo ship. We've got the Big Gulp, which is a fuel carrier. We've got Death Before Surrender, which is another big cargo ship. And we've the PLS Space Dog, which is another freighter, just as carrying all of our junk. And then we also, in the last video, managed to pick up the ISS Suffering Sandpaper, which we'll need a new name at some point, which is a battle carrier, Legion, with the 14th Battle Group Hullmod on it, which makes it extremely just an absolute badass. Like, this is a ship to build our fleet around. Now, we're not at the stage of the game where we can support this thing. I'm also looking at our cargo here, and it looks like I'm carrying pretty much everything I've ever found. So I'm wondering, I'm in the middle of maybe moving all of my stuff down to, we're currently in the Thracia star system, which is up here on the northern edge of settled space. If I can get all of our stuff down to the Corvus star system, orbiting the planet Asharu, I'll just show you, system map. Orbiting the planet Asharu here is an abandoned terraforming platform. And I can store equipment and ships here without being charged to do so. So without a sort of straight goal right now, I'm thinking what I want to do is head to Corvus, handle all that in, and then if I check my intel, and if I check my important, I do have a mission to return the data core that I picked up somewhere to the Academy in Galatea. So I feel like that's what I should do next, okay? I'm just trying to put this back together. I should have maybe gone back and watched the last video, but I kind of just wanted to pick this up and go. So let's open the map tab, go to the sector map, go to Corvus. We have enough fuel to get there. And we're going to lay in a course. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. I wanted to go to the map. I messed that up. Let's try that again. Tab, sector map, Corvus system, go to system map, Asharu, lane course. Okay, we've laid in a course for Asharu. So that's where I want the fleet to go. Let's have a quick look here. We have plenty of supplies, plenty of fuel, and we've mothballed the big ship. All of our ships seem to be in good condition. Nobody here seems to hate us, so let's just get moving. I've got to remember to turn off my transponder when we get into hyperspace. That's it off. And now we are cruising in hyperspace. There is the 6th Special Task Force. That looks terrifying. I got 2 legions in there. Oh, I need to remember how to control my ships. What's the go slow button? It's not the button I just pushed. That's for sure. All right, put A to put autopilot back out on. There's a salvaging fleet there. We'll speed time up while nothing bad is happening. Okay, that's our ships repaired. I can't zoom the camera out anymore. I think we can dodge these storms without too much problems. Yeah, we're fine. Oop, no, we hit the edge of that storm. Okay. Now we're in an area. So I want to just bring the fleet around here because there is a little bit of stormage there, and then we'll turn the autopilot back on. So I'm just going to slowly try and get back into this. I was tempted to restart from scratch. Now the Barad, I believe, is where the pirate station is, but I'm pretty sure we can take any pirate station that tries to take us on if we jump in here. So let's see what hits us. Any pirate fleets? Yeah, this is where the pirate fleet is. Pirate station is. No one's bothering us. I could do a sensor ping to find out if there's any pirates nearby, but let's drop off our stuff first. Make the fleet a little bit more nimble. Now, what is the go slow command? It is not control. I need to look that up, because you want to go slow through asteroid fields. Here's our destination here, the abandoned terraforming platform. Alright, let's transfer cargo, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop off all the weapons and some of the more illegal items that we're carrying. I think I can shift click. No, I can control click. Is it alt click? Is it shift right click? There's a button I can click. I thought it was a shift click. There, it's a control click. So I just want to put all of these weapons into storage. What's this? Anomaly data. I'm not sure if I should sell this or not. I'm just like stuff I don't really need right now. I am saving up metals so that I can build myself a base. I know what the long-term goal of this playthrough is at the moment. Now I have all of these LPCs which are for craft. I'm going to store these here for now, but I should probably look at selling some of these. What else do we have? We've got Heart and Shield mod spec, which I think I already know. The Insulated Energy mod spec I do not know. Increases the ability of the ship's engine by 10%. The ship's hull to. We'll learn that. Must complete transaction first. Okay. We can sell this. So I'm going to hold on to this to sell. ECM packaging we can learn. High resistance sensors we can learn. Shield chunk we can learn. Okay, we can learn all the rest of these. I'm going to learn the rest of them. We've got a nanite repair module, which I'll store here for now. We've got the VPCs, which is a chip that lets us produce stuff in our colonies which we don't have any of yet. I'm going to store all of these. We have a pristine nanoforge, which I think is great for our colony. We're going to store that here. We have a logistics core. Again, I think these are pretty hard to get hold of. We also have a weapons package on how to produce Diable Avionics weapons. I'm not going to learn that right now because we may want to sell that. Same with the low-tech blueprint package. Same with the super heavy, Constable Superclass Super Heavy Destroyer and the locomotive. People want me to build this. It's a station that's like a train station. I don't know. I remember this being fun. People being really funny about me having this. Then there's also a Carnifex wing, which is another ability to build this wing. Then we're also carrying heavy armaments, drugs. I'm maybe going to sell these. That's maybe why I was at that station. Maybe I'm going to sell this. We'll keep those in our inventory for now. Let's confirm that transaction. So that all that stuff is now stored. I'm going to quickly learn these. Okay, that's all those mod specs learnt. Now if we go to our fleet, what I want to do is I want to leave this here. Refit store. So this ship is now stored here. And I don't need to worry about repairing it or doing anything with it at the moment. So that leaves our fleet as a much lighter fleet. Now we're currently low on fuel, and we've got 385 supplies, which is probably fine. So our next job is to get to Galatea. So what I want to do is leave here, and there is a Jangala station in the system. We're going to set course for Jangala. Can we fly over the sun? No, we can't. Why is autopilot trying to fly me over the sun? That's really stupid. Now we're going to wait ages for our fleet to turn because we're in our burn drive. What's happening? Monthly expense is 6,000. That's fine. So let's dock at Jangala Station. We're not doing anything suspicious. We are carrying illegal goods. What I want to do first of all is repair my ships. I want to have a quick look at trade goods. We definitely need to buy some fuel. I'm just going to buy that on the open market. Abort. I didn't want to do... Actually, that just tops us up, doesn't it? That's going to cost me 8,000. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now, what have you got in the way of weaponry? Because what I've noticed about the Asteria is it doesn't do a ton of damage. It's mainly using these graviton beams, which have a ton of range. They've got an 1,000 meter range. But basically, they do flux damage. They don't do any hard damage at all, really. Like... no hard flux yet. Disrupts an atypical beam weapon that is highly effective versus shields, destabilizing them, increasing damage dealt from all sources. Excellent range with damage texture. So this is my shield bringer downers. So what I would want these to do is kind of complement that, and they currently don't. But there's nothing we need to buy here. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. What's in the illegal area? Nothing. All right. Now, the other thing is, because of my class, there is a special mod that I have. It's not advanced optics. There should be a special mod that I can put on my ships. If I just quickly check my character, it's because I've got this here. High Scatter Amplifier is the name of the mod. It's something I should probably have on this ship. I was just looking into it. I'm trying to get better at actually learning how the game works. So High Scatter if I look at weapons, here is the High Scatter Amplifier. Beam weapons deal 10% more damage and deal hard flux damage to shields. Reduces the portion of the ranged beam weapons that is available by 200 units by 50%. The base range is affected. So what this does is it reduces the range of my my weapons, but it makes them do more damage. Now, at the moment I have advanced optics installed, which increases the range of my weapons by 200. I think the High Scatter Amplifier might be the better upgrade for my ship. So I'm going to remove advanced optics and install the High Scatter Amplifier. That also gives me back 3 points. And I noticed when I was testing things out, the ship is terrible at venting. If ship below 50% flux, generate flux equal to 2 times flux ship dissipation. Allow 0 flux. Yeah, well, I'm going to just add a couple more vents. Because I noticed when I was doing some combat testing, I was really struggling to vent. And I'm just going to do a quick simulation to see if this does anything. I'm going to be a little bit less... I used to be really cagey about, oh, I'm going to like fast forward through this. I just want to like show you me playing the game. So we're going to go up against something reasonable here. There was a destroyer I fought against before. I doubt I could find it now. It wasn't this thing. I'll never find the destroyer I fought. Oh, it was this thing. So this thing I managed to kill last time, but it took me absolutely forever. So let's see with this mod in effect if that changes at all. I'm obviously going to have to get closer, but I do have my plasma jets to close the gap as much as possible. He's probably got more range than me now, although he's actually coming in for the kill. Yeah, so his graviton beams are way longer range than mine are. God, I'm going to get really close. Okay, now I've got damage on him. I'm going to fire off my MRMs. We're going to keep closing with him. The flux is good. We're generating a lot of flux on this guy. Our flux dissipation is nice. Now we're through to the hull. How long is it going to take to crack his hull? With our beam lasers. We've almost got him overloaded. He did get us with that missile there. We're about to overload on flux as well. I'm going to back off a little bit. Drop our shields for a second. I want to give us a chance to vent. It looks like we're in big trouble here, actually. Because getting in close means I can't play. If I can't kill him just by charging him down, I'm basically stuck. Look, I can't lose that last bit of flux. This is the problem. I can't vent this ship very well. Okay. We're actually overloaded. Okay, shields up. I can't turn. My engines are offline. My guns are coming back online. I'm going to launch missiles. I can't turn right now. My engines are offline. No, my guns are out of range. Okay, engines are back online. We can turn on him. Let's try and close the gap. We have to just try to overload him. That's our only option. We're doing quite well until I backed off, I think. But the flux is just very, very high. Oh, we just had an overload. Well, he's not firing. I just have to drop my shields and watch my flux level. See, I've got him fluxed out almost. Yeah, we just can't. We're just not doing any damage to him, even with this mod. We've got him pretty in. He's in a lot of danger right now. Oh, crumbs. Just can't quite finish him. We don't have the damage to finish him at all. And now my flux is just way too high for me to properly engage him. If he's just firing a graviton beam at me, I think I'm just going to let it fly. Let's try and close the gap again. I'm trying to launch my missile. There it goes. Okay, we can put our shields up again. Yeah, the hull, you can see there's just basically no hull damage coming from our weapons. And this is the problem with this ship's build in the moment. It's great for taking down shields. It's not, it just can't finish a fight. So I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to remove that and I'm going to put back the high scatter amplifier for additional range. No, that's not the one. Advanced optics for the range. I think that's the correct thing to do right now, but I want to turn this into a ship that does more damage at range. All right, let's take a quick... No, we've got our mission. We want to go to Galatea, so I'm not going to go to the bar. We're going to pause the game. Actually, I should quickly check if I could sell on the black market any of this stuff for a decent amount. 166 per unit, 285, 543 for the heavy armaments. That's... Best place to sell them is 885. For the drugs, 179 is a good price. So they're not too terrible here. For the organs, 3... Okay, so the prices aren't great here. Let's head to our new destination. So if we go to Sector, and I want to go to Galatea, and I want to go to the Academy Station, and that's a course set in. And again, we just don't want anyone to realize we're carrying all of this illegal material. Although I think we have a freighter in the fleet that will hide that for us. And we're topped up on fuel. There's a sensor ping contact there. Oh, it's another one of these ones that is tracking us in hyperspace. We've had a few of these recently. And we're jumping into the system. And there's our mission objective. Okay, open the comm directory. I want to speak to this person. Okay, you connect to the Academy's comm directory and browse the public knowledge and listings. You open the comms to Academian Sebastian. Captain Sebastian looks pleased to see you. Come to think of it, he always seems pleased to see you. I'm told you recovered, he taps something on his desk, the data core. The project belongs to you, here it is. Academian Elec in planetology. Far be it from Sebastian to criticize anyone directly, you should detect an unusual drop in positivity in Sebastian's tone when referring to this Elec. It's not he's being unkind, just less kind. What's wrong with Academian Elec? Sebastian is called by directness Academian Elec. I get the impression this person isn't universally liked. Sebastian begins, then speaks more quietly. It isn't appropriate for me to speak poorly of any of the faculty of this institution, being, of course, that I'm the liaison for Provost Baird's special. He trails off and then tries a new tack. It's important that I be aware of the sensitivities of individuals within the Academy, of course, and without, and how they might feel about, well, Academian Elec. He might be described by some, not me, of course, as having an off-putting manner. Off-putting? That's it? I mean, he looks troubled. Yes, of course, individuals who feel them off-put don't see it as a small issue at all, which complicates the liaising between the departments in question. So how about that reward? Yes, of course, Sebastian says. There was a separate account allotment for data recovery rewards budgeted into the project's budget. So regardless of who is the current provost or not, you are set to be paid. I just need to send this form and... He taps his desk interface decisively. Done. The funds should be released to your account now. Good find, Captain. Okay, let's see what other jobs we've got. Let's see what we've got lined up to. A team from N-Space Residence would like a special instrument package run, a special run on ring system in the Gamma Maeda system. The exotic manifold engineering team has requested retrieval of an object of scientific interest from a derelict ship near Gamma Maeda. And a collector of esoteric goods on Pillager Point is offering to sell an important technological objective to the Academy. We need someone to make the purchase. Ask about the ring system scan. That's quite far away. I can grab the quest and not pick it up. The object retrieval is from the same place. And then purchasing the technology. Pirate is a strong word. So I just want to go to a pirate station, which isn't that far away, and buy something. Any other jobs? No. Okay. Let's visit the Academy proper. Okay, so we do and visit the research tracks. Oh, interesting. You can donate certain items to research projects, causing them to advance. Once a project is finished, you will receive rewards you can arrange from blueprints to unique weapons. You'll be notified when new projects become available. Project transistor. 5 brand new pieces of tech for random scraps you picked up. What do they want for this? They want relic components. This one wants relic. Okay, so I can use my relic components here. Interesting. I didn't know about this. Alright, let's leave. And then we'll call them again, because I think I can trade here. No, I can't. So let's head over to the main station here. And we'll dock and we'll see if we can pick up something to do. Alright, so first things first, let's take a shuttle to the dockside bar. There's 2 people down here. We'll approach the garden man. He sticks his hands out. He is with the bounty board. Okay, so he's trying to give me the bounty missions. I'm not interested in doing these right now. These are really high-level bounties, so we'll decline his offer. And then there's a woman haranguing the official about the increased pirate raids. Your starship captain, I'll tell you what we've been thinking. Along with a few concerned associates, I put together a fund for a bounty on all pirate fleets in the area near Gamma Acromin, 14 light years away. It'll start at 1,000 credits per frigate with more payout for larger hill. Running this bounty for 120 days should send a strong message to those pirates. So if they want me to go to the Gamma Acronin system, which will require 597 fuel, and there's a 120-day bounty. I'm not sure we're put together to take something like that on, but at the same time, I kind of want to do something fun, and I feel like that's the thing. What other bounties are available right now? There's a bounty here on Anubis Tayo for 202,000, but he has an insane fleet. There's a bounty here on Ima, which is just kill stuff from the Imperium. I don't really want to do that because that will get me in trouble with the Imperium. That doesn't seem like a good idea. And the other bounties, is this guy out here, which is a Luddic path base. There's some stuff down here to the south. I mean, I guess we could head up here. The Gamma Acrona. If I go up here, there's actually another bounty. I'm not able to destroy the base, but I could hit this. We could maybe jump up to something like Corsica to refuel and then head up. Why don't we try this out? Let's accept that quest. Alright, and then we're going to just have a quick look at what's available weapon-wise. I'm always looking for some decent long, something to turn this into a slightly different ship. Nothing really going on there. Let's leave here, and we'll set a course for the Corsica system, which is here. And we'll let that happen. God, I can't believe we've been playing for 22 minutes already. This is the thing about Starsector. It eats time. It eats time very, very quickly. We'll save before we leave Corsica. Oh, this is part of the quest that happens in this system. Auto jump to hyperspace. Turn off our transistor. Who are you? Unidentified fleet raiding around Galtias. That's a pirate right there, but they are no threat to us at all. Okay, that looks like a storm, so we'll just go around that. Just gotta watch out for any fleets that show up. I should really have slowed down before I turned there. I should also really need to get rid of these drugs and stuff before I head into combat. Ooh, that was a hard turn. I maybe should have refueled as well. But I think we'll be fine. I definitely made sure I had enough fuel before I made this course. Okay, we're coming into Corsica now. I should have checked what jump point we're jumping in on. Right on the edge of the system. Let's go to... Where are we right now? We're here. Let's head to Illyria. I wanted to just set a course for Illyria. And we'll refuel there. And then we'll head off to combat. That seems like the play. What is this station? Enormous space station, which can... It's just a station. Those are fun on the screen. There's lots of I wish I had more time to sort of sit and read all the flavor text in this game, because there's tons and it's awesome. Trade goods and crew. So let's top up on fuel. We've got 319. No, I didn't want to abort. I need to work out. So is it right click? No, shift. There we go, shift. So that's right. I want to. So this is easy. I just want to control click here. And then I want to shift click here. And we've actually got quite a lot of money at the moment. Maybe we just top out on supplies. We just buy them out of all their supplies. Yes, 51,000, but that should sort us out. Now I want to go to the black market. And what are the prices for our drugs? So 504, 131. They're not worth selling here. Anything for our main ship? That's the only one I'm really that interested in refitting a lot. Just pulse lasers. And no, there's nothing great. I've got these two maiden MRMs here, which respawn. I'm pretty happy with them at the moment. Okay, let's save the game. And let's head to that system. So if we check our Intel tab, we've picked up this bounty here in the Gamma Acromin system. So that's going to cost us 309 fuel to get there. We have 1,045 fuel, so we should be able to get there and back with no problem. Let's see if we can cause a little bit of a problem out there. Make ourselves some bounty. This is probably a terrible use of our cash, but I want to get into some fights. That's kind of my goal with this game. I want to fight a little bit. We have been avoiding battle the whole playthrough so far, really. Now we're heading through deep space, so we have to watch out for storms. There's a storm here, so let's just dodge that. And then I'm also going to just route around this storm blanket here, and then come through here. Oh, there's a fleet here. I don't like the size of that fleet compared to ours. So what is my move here? How do I avoid it? If they're coming towards us, they won't be able to turn. So I think if I try and duck through here, No, they're intercepting us. It's a scavenger, but they're not intercepting us, thank goodness. That was badly played by me. We could have died. Okay, we're just going to dodge through the space dust stuff. Here we go, and we have arrived at the Gamma Acroman system. Let's jump into the fringe point. Oh. Try attacking Hadron enemy captured by the Hadron enemy. So is there a battle happening over here? Nope, that is an absolutely, unbelievably massive fleet that is coming to murder me. Now the one good thing is here is I'm not interdicted, but now we can activate our burners and get away from them because we should be faster than them, especially if they are emergency burning. If they're emergency burning, they'll never catch us, but we have to watch out for them. What we're going to do is we're going to loop around once we lose them, and we'll try and sneak in. Notice that we've got a hyperspace contact that is following us. We can't ever sort of catch up with that hyperspace contact. I think we'll find out what that is later on in the game. I'm not sure. Now, we are using a lot of fuel because it's been a long time since we've docked somewhere. So now we're in a situation where we're going to have to procure fuel on site in order to get back home. So there are potentially enemies inside. We're going to jump in anyway. We're going to go dark. Okay, we've got a massive fleet, another fleet, and a sensor array. So this fleet here, I don't think we can take. This fleet here, we might be able to deal with. There's also a comm relay and a sensor relay. So what I want to do is just... These guys are not burning. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I did not mean to do that. No! Okay, we've just got ourselves in a horrendous situation. I'm going to use a story point to get away from this fight because I pushed the wrong button. Okay, so game is paused. What I wanted to do was a sustained burn. What I did by accident was a sensor ping. Now, while we're sensor pinging, we can't burn away, but we should have time to get away from these guys. And now I can sustain burn. And we can go looking for other fleets. There'll be other fleets in the system. If we have a look around, there is something going on over here. There's a nav buoy. There's a toxic world. I think there's supposed to be a station in this system. We may have bitten off more than we can chew being here, but we need fuel, so we don't really have much of a choice. Let's wait for our combat readiness to get back up. Okay, it looks like we may be being pursued by every fleet in the system. That doesn't look like it's a fleet, though. Let's go dark and see what happens. As long as we stay outside of their sort of detection bubbles here, which we've just fallen into one of them. So that big fleet is still after us. I'm going to reactivate our burners. We're faster than it. It can't catch us unless it does that. Oh, what? We got interdicted even though I turned off the engines? That's not good. What they would normally do is emergency burn after that, so I'm glad they didn't. Okay, let's activate our burners. We're faster than them once we get a sustained burn running. That's another interdiction pulse. And we got interdicted again. What do we do? What is this fleet? There's a lot of D-mods. There's some big ships, but honestly, I'm more scared of the smaller ships in this fleet. Their maximum burn speed is 8. We're currently at 8 right now. Our maximum burn speed is, I think, a bit higher. I don't know how we're going to lose them, honestly. There's another fleet shadowing us. This was a mistake. This fleet I think we could take. But I can't take both of them at the same time, and if they're chasing me like this, I'm screwed. The only thing I could think of doing is a transverse jump out of the system. I don't really want to do that, though. Okay, they are actually faster than us right now. I'm going to do an emergency burn. That got us a little bit of space, but it has interdicted us. It's also costing us fuel. But I can use that space to activate my burners and hopefully be out of range of their interdiction pulse. Just have to go straight and leave them behind. Okay, we're now burning away. Let's just wait until we lose them on our scanner at the bottom. What I just wanted to do is sort of prey on a fleet. We're not losing them. Okay, we're now losing them. Okay, we've lost them. We haven't lost them, but they're no longer on our active sensors. I want to see what's going on over here. There's something making a lot of noise near the star. This is a little fleet I could take out. Okay, we're going to hit this fleet. Let's see if we can do something here. I think this is actually someone no. Let's move into engage and continue. We might get absolutely wrecked here. I'm going to deploy the whole fleet. That's all of our combat vessels. Let's set... I usually set a ship to accompany us. I'm going to leave everyone as is for now. And see what we can do here. Okay, what have we got coming in? Lots of small ships. We're going to try and just take them to pieces as quickly as possible. This guy here is already in range. We're going to mark him as our primary. Okay, I'm not going to be able to catch him. That fight's just going to have to happen without me. Let's keep an eye on our ship over here. He's already engaged and in trouble. Okay, we've got a wing of fighters coming in. I don't like that. Lots of missiles coming in. We can at least help burn away the fighters. Something we're quite good at is interdicting ships. And we can just start poking ships at long range. This is what our ship's pretty good at. Although I don't want to run into their entire fleet at once. I can fight a lot of ships from long range. Okay, that's bad. Thought we were going to lose our engines there. What I'm trying to do is just give the rest of our fleet time to fight. I've lost my engines, by the way, which is why I'm drifting on the side to the side like this. This guy's just spewing missiles. I'm trying to catch them all on my shields. I'm turning my shields on and off. Okay, we probably need to have our shields on right now since we're getting blasted by this guy. Let's set him as our primary. I'm going to try and hit him with missiles. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Our anti-missile systems are not great. How's the rest of the combat going? We've got a Jewel over here. Our ships are all kind of behind their ships. This guy here, I'm going to switch my target to this guy here. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. There goes our engines from a harpoon. Taking some ionized damage as well. This guy's now my primary. Actually, let's just finish this guy off if we can. I'm going to have to just take the hits, unfortunately. Got an MRM hit on him. Oh, this is bad. I'm going to try and get behind them all. Okay, he's flaming out, which is good. It means I can concentrate on trying to stop these missiles. The rest of my fleet, I have no idea what the rest of my fleet is doing right now because I'm just trying to stay alive. Now I'm going to go our engines again. This guy is absolutely ruining me with his blasters. Disabling so many of my guns. My MRMs are currently offline. I'll fire them the second I get them online again. If we keep the graviton beams on it stops him from losing his flux. Okay, he's now escaped us. Right, he's just taken a lot of damage. Still haven't managed to kill him, though. Okay, we got him. We got him with the blasters. Let's try and get back into the fight and take this guy out. If we build up his flux, he won't be able to missile us like this. We are actually in range right now, but all of our weapons are mostly offline. And I don't want to be in range of his weapons. Although I'm building up a lot of flux on him. He's also building up a lot of flux on me. I currently have no engines. I can't pull away from him. I'm going to overheat in a second. I still have no engines. I'll have to drop my shield. Can I please give my engines back? Please give me my... Okay, engines are back online. I forced him to vent, which is good for us. It means I don't need to... I don't have any hard flux on me, really. So I can build flux down. Look, I'm just doing no damage to him at all. Okay, I have to pull back. Something big just went. One of their big ships just went. Gagarin's Dream. How's the rest? We're actually winning the rest of the fight. Our ships are doing their jobs. I should give them more orders. I think we haven't lost anything yet. They've lost 2 ships. I want to vent. We're both venting, okay. It's going to take me a long time to vent. This is the problem with this ship. And this is a big problem. It's going to take damage while I'm venting. He's going for our engines, though. I'm not too worried about losing engines. His build's more about disabling than doing lots of damage, although that was nasty. Okay, shields up, shields up, shields up. Oh, dear. Okay, we just lost... No, I think he just lost a ship. Okay, let's see how he deals with our harpoons. That was... one of the other ships just went up. Okay, my ship's point defense actually did something there. And my other ships are coming in to help. We've won, but I want to kill this ship. And now that everyone's here, I think we can. He's got no real chance now that the rest of the fleet is here. He's massively fluxed up. Just a little bit too tough for us to crack, really. And my main ship just does not do enough damage. My flagship. Great at fluxing people and taking their shields, but look, nothing in our fleet is doing enough damage to this ship to actually destroy it. We've got it completely under control. It's going to go boom in a second. Let's pull back. Definitely need bigger guns on my main ship. He's got polarized armor as well, which I think is what's making it so difficult to deal with. You're fine, little ship. Boom. That's it. We won. You're the one that... Okay, so we won that battle. We lost a lot of combat readiness. We did lose one ship. We lost our Shade Frigate, which is a shame, but we took out a lot of their ships. All they've got left are tankers. We do need the fuel. But who can I send to after them? All my fast ships are really low combat readiness. Let's see what we can get with what we've got. Reduces the combat readiness of all disengaging ships that are deployed in combat. Also switch down for a while after forced. No, I'll let them go. Okay, let's consider ship recovery. So first of all, if I want my Shade ship back, it's gonna take some more stuff. Got options for the Stoner, Gagarin's team, which is a point defense converted destroyer, the Roamer light basic cruise, which we just fought. The ship is a light cruiser-sized convoy escort designed for use in the civilian sector. The rumors saw a few buyers before the collapse, but afterwards has seen a massive surge in interest due to the prevalence of pirate raiders. Less tough than a slightly larger Venturer, but cheaper, easier to field, faster, and has theoretically better combat capability due to the type of weaponry it mounts. It's got 5 D-mods. No, it's got 4 D-mods. I don't think I need any more D-modded ships in my fleet. Losing the Shade sucks, because we've had the Shade for a long time, but we don't really have the type of fleet to support it, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's... what other options do we have? There's a Vanguard. There is a base plate. No, I don't want any of these ships. Let's continue. Disabled fleets from your ships are available for recovery. If you repeat something, they will lost permanently. What's it going to cost me to recover this? 5 supplies and 15 crew. I only have 37 supplies. No, I've got 576 supplies available. I'll recover the Shade Frigate, even though that's going to make it worse. Recovered 3,000 credits from the wreckage. Okay, what have we got in terms of salvage? Well, I want this. I definitely need this. We'll grab the people. We'll grab this, this, and this. There's an AP machine gun, a thumper, 3 light assault guns, 2 IR pulse lasers, an ion cannon, a light auto cannon, a light mortar, a maiden MRM, and an X pulse laser. We're still nowhere near our maximum. Let's confirm and continue. And then we need to be careful. There's another fleet here that I don't want to tangle with. So let's turn and burn if we can. Oh, there's that big fleet. Oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, they're going to interdict us. The assholes. No. Okay, this is someone that we need to get out of here. So I'm going to disengage by performing special maneuvers. We have the story points to do that. And then we need to get out of here. So I'm going to... I just tried to activate an emergency. We don't have the combat readiness to fight any of these people. So again, disengage with special maneuvers. Leave. I don't even know if I got any... Oh, go away. They're all chasing me like crazy. Wait, this is just the fuel ships. They're attempting to disengage. Okay, we'll let them go. I don't know why the two fuelers are chasing me. Their AI must be bugged. Go, go, go. Sustain burn. I need to get away. Okay, how much fuel do we have? 535. Can I just transverse jump out of here? If I get interdicted while I'm preparing this jump. Okay, we're out. Okay, that was a terrible misadventure. We can just make it to Corsica. So let's go. Terrible misadventure. We did get a probably not going to make enough money to cover the journey that we went off the cargo and killing the what is this? There's a dram here. Not really worth it. They barely cover themselves because they don't have militarized hulls. They don't actually do a great job of protecting you from the fuel loss that you get in space, which I need to work out how to fix. Repairs completed on 2 ships. Pirate base bounty expired. I'm not sure when I get paid out. I may have missed getting paid out on the bounty. If I did, I'm annoyed because I obviously didn't get paid very much for that fleet engagement. Whoops. Okay, let's be careful. We're now deep inside a bad place. Ooh, tons of... Okay, where are we? We are miles off course. We could head for Yima. Yeah, let's head for Yima because we're miles off course for Corsica. There is pirate activity in Yima. And we need to recover. We need to repair quite badly. Okay, let's jump in. There is a... I want to just check this... I think we're okay to jump into Chupi Orko, but let me just check the map. So Chupi Orko has an abandoned siphon station and Salamanca right next to it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can jump into Salamanca. There's a lot of stuff going on outside. This system, this battle's going on. We just need to make it to Salamanca. No, head here. Okay, we made it. Let's repair our ships. That only cost us 8 supplies. Alright, let's look at trade goods. So we've got some stuff we can sell if we want to. We've got some survey data, apparently, anomaly data. In terms of refitting ships, everything is fully repaired. But we're definitely not in a great place when it comes to how our ships are configured. We're just not doing enough damage at all, and that's something we really need to address. Still not a good place to sell either of these. This ship here is not doing any... These tactical lasers need to be something more powerful. We've got X-pulse lasers now. So the tactical lasers... How do I check the test? So the tactical laser does 75 damage per second at a 1000 range. The X-pulse laser does 75 times 3, so 150 damage per damage at 700 range. And this is all they've really got for sale here. We need to go to Tritachyon Systems, I think, to find some good stuff. Alright, I know this was a shorter video than my other Starsector videos, but I think I'm going to stop here because the idea is to reintroduce this series to the channel and to see how it goes down. And I'm also really interested to see what people think. Do I keep going with this where I'm kind of just in this loop, or do I roll back and maybe go for a more vanilla playthrough and complete that first and then come back to a modded playthrough? What do you think I should do? I'm very keen to take your input on that. As it is, I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for watching. I've got loads more content coming. I hope this is all stuff you want to watch. And if it is, thank you for watching. Let me know which your favorite series are as well. And I will catch you in the next video. But for now, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.